Well, it's too uniformed. Okay, everyone sees Facebook. Did you get a boob job?
No.
Welcome to TGYS. My name is Greg.
And I'm Christy.
New glasses?
No.
All right.
I got my hair permed.
Oh, that's what it is. Looks beautiful. Looks
Thanks.
nice.
Thanks. So, do you want to do the controversy first or the questions first today?
Do I get to do the controversy?
No, do you want to go over the controversy or the questions first?
What if I said I don't know what the controversy is?
Okay. So let's start with that. There was a big controversy this week between Sean Payton, coach of the Denver Broncos, and Russell Wilson, backup quarterback for the New York Giants. So
Okay.
it was an interesting one, and I feel like Russell Wilson has been taking a lot of shit lately, and I actually do feel bad for him. And he usually takes the high road and doesn't say anything about it.
He does do that.
He does do that, and then but he couldn't let Sean Payton get away with this. He said, this is what Sean Payton said. They found a little spark with that quarterback. We were hoping that the change would have happened after we played them. So last week they switched from Russell Wilson to Jackson Dart as first string quarterback, and that was his shade at Russell Wilson, saying we could have beat them by a lot if they would have played Russell Wilson instead.
Was that the game the Giants had like a 30-point lead and then the Broncos came back?
No, I think it was the Broncos had a 30-some point lead and the Giants came back.
No, I think it's the other way around. I'm pretty sure the Giants had the lead and lost.
Yeah, they lost by 32-33.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was his response, and I appreciate this response. He said, classless. But not surprised. Didn't realize you still are bounty hunting 15 years later through the media.
That's what Russell Wilson said.
Yeah.
Bounty hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From when Sean Payton had the bounty hunting controversy about 15 years ago.
See, I don't even understand why that's a controversy, because it's like, hey guys, I'll give you a little extra money if you play harder defense.
Well, obviously it is.
They're going to tackle the guys anyways, but wasn't the bounty hunting was like actually trying to injure people?
Yes.
I think that's what it was.
Yes, Sean Payton was paying people to injure people.
I'm just saying though, if you're on the defensive side and you're not trying to injure someone, why are you playing defense?
I don't know.
Well, the best defense is to defend against someone is them can't play.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit,
but
I'd take the rest of the game off. I'd goof off. He can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go talk to the cheerleaders and get a hot dog and a brewski.
Yeah. I still think Russell Wilson handled that situation pretty well.
Well, he totally did. That's not how I'd have handled it. Not at all.
Yeah. And of course, Sean Payton came back and said, oh, it didn't have anything to do with Russell Wilson. It had to do with Jackson Dart. But
the old backhanded compliment.
Yeah, the old backhanded compliment.
Oh, come on, NFL. We need to grow up a little bit.
Okay. So let's get on to our questions. First one comes from James. Will we get a decent coach for the Raiders before we get a decent quarterback?
Ooh, coach or quarterback first?
I'm going to say there's probably more of a chance to get a decent quarterback because there's more, I feel like, decent quarterbacks out there than decent NFL coaches. Yeah. So I'm going to say quarterback.
Yeah, I totally agree with this. It'll probably be the quarterback, and then they'll do all the coaching, shuffling around of which loser coach needs to. Actually, they're not going to win. So it'll be the other way around. Which former winning coach needs to get more losses on his record, so then they ship him over to the silver and black. Yeah, I think Christie's 100% right. Honest to God, I almost think the coaching thing is rigged a little bit.
Maybe.
Possibly. But, well, how many coaches have the Raiders had this last decade? 50? Seems like it.
It seems like a lot. I think they switch coaches every, twice a year.
Yeah, it's like, it's another year, it's another interim coach. You know the song, you know the lyrics.
Yep.
Yeah, so they'll get a quarterback. A fresh young kid out of Washington State.
I agree. Yep, let's do it.
Well, for one season, I guess they'll play there.
let's get our next question coming in from Dana. Dana says, what are the chances of the Raiders going to the Super Bowl this season? Also, what do you think of Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl halftime show? I actually had to look him up. So, I looked it up on BetMGM to see what it was.
You can't just figure out the odds in your head.
No, I couldn't figure out the odds in my head. It's a 0.01 chance that they are, but they are not alone. The Miami Dolphins also have a 0.01 chance of making it to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I think the Raiders have a better chance than the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But here, let me do the odds in my head right quick, because I'm one of those 3 people that can or cannot do math. So let's do some calculation. The Raiders still making the Super Bowl this year. They still mathematically can do it. Talked to a trigonometry major last night, and he told me they could. Then he tried to explain it to me for 3 hours. It didn't get any of it. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Raiders absolutely will still make the Super Bowl against the Browns. All right. Then we have Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah.
Want to go on that one first?
The only reason I know Bad Bunny is because I watched the WWE, and Bad Bunny was big into the WWE about 2 years ago, maybe 1-2 years ago.
Timeline's funny.
I can't really name a song that he does. So I would have to look up his songs also. So yeah. I'm right there with you, Dana, and I don't really care about Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I gotta look good for this one. So Bad Bunny, Chrissy nailed it. He did wrestle, and if we remember correctly, he beat Damian Priest at a WrestleMania.
Maybe.
So he's like undefeated. He's got like the Undertaker beat, because he's undefeated at WrestleMania. Now, if you don't know who Bad Bunny is, he's like what, 5'4", 75 pounds, but he's actually a good wrestler.
He's got lots of tattoos.
Now, as far as his music, I have no idea. And looking at some of the artists he hangs out with, I think he might be a little bit suspect. Maybe he's part of some of those naughty ditty guys. And plus, he's on the Super Bowl. It's pretty obvious at this point, isn't it? Oh, he's a friend of the elite.
Good. At this point,
at what point?
This one's coming from Scott. I apologize.
No worries.
This question's coming in from Scott. He had a 4-part question.
Ooh.
So we get to pick one, I guess. At this point, should Mark Davis bench the offense and send in the WNBA Las Vegas Aces? That's part 1.
Not bad.
I agree.
Not bad.
Yeah, let's do that.
They could probably score some points.
Put the offense in skirts. Teach them to dance routines and make them the backup to the Raiderettes. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be cute.
Yeah, because really, I mean, the backup of the Raiderettes, everyone just gets a beer and a hot dog, so
let's go see it. Yeah, I can see Geno Smith in a skirt.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to see it. So it's going to be commercial break. That's brilliant.
Solid team to Tom Brady. Actually, I think that would be a good idea. He's actually, even though I'm not like a huge fan, he is actually a proven winner.
They haven't already? I thought he already did own them.
Yeah.
Well, he owns part of them.
Oh, yes, he does own part of them. Not the whole.
He owns the one win.
He owns like 1%. Like
so the one win.
He owns about as much of the Raiders as I do of the Green Bay Packers. $100 worth.
But he's probably got more. He's probably got $200 worth. He's got the money.
Hire a local high school head coach. There's nothing wrong with that. And actually, the Ephrata High School that I went to, the head coach when I was there was a Vegas blackjack dealer before he became a head coach for our high school, and we won. Ooh. And we went to state championships 3 years in a row, and I don't think we lost a game in those 3 years. So let's do it.
We got the Vegas ties right there. The Ephrata football coach from 1990?
1988
through
like 97, 98 when he wanted to retire. Can you do that again?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, that's okay. We'll do some technical support here.
And our last one, forfeit the rest of the season and use the stadium for Megadeth and Slayer residency shows. I would not go to that, but Greg would love that.
Oh, could you imagine Megadeth and Slayer at Allegiant Stadium? There's a reason to go to Vegas right there. Mm-hmm. Yes, so all those answers are pretty good. We have to pick one? Can we do them all?
Actually, I think we just answered them all, so...
We'll take them all.
I think it's good. We'll take them all.
Yeah, but in all honesty, can we just get rid of the team? Ship them out of Vegas. They shouldn't be there. Mm-hmm. And let's have a stadium for people to go to rock and roll shows.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's make a grindcore event. Mm-hmm. Vegas. We'll have Krusty's in Vegas. Oh, isn't it? Yeah. Christy, we got any more questions?
One from Darren and then one from Lena. We'll do Darren's question first. His question is, my TGYS question is Porsche Bellevue's good stuff is in Porsche Bellevue. Good stuff in the window I could see on my way to work, my work commute, like the 993 Turbo and Carrera GT for months. Lately, they've only had crap like SUVs and littered non-turbo variances, with the exception of the Turismo. Good on them for that. When will they get the good shit to look out again? I'm going to say that in this economy, it's hard to get a Porsche. No, a lot of people don't have the money to buy a Porsche, so they're trying to dumb down the cars to the people that dumb down the cars, I feel like.
But I think you're kind of close on this. I totally do sort of agree with what Christy's saying. The problem is there's not enough cats out there that want them cool Porsches because they want those boring-ass SUV ones. I think it says more about society than it does Porsche. They're just making for the demand. Darren, we need more cats like you out there. Bam! There's your answer.
The Porsche could get the NOS. That's what they need to do. They need to get the NOS and put it in their Porsche.
Oh, that rap artist?
No, the nitrous oxide.
Oh, nitrous oxide.
And put it in their Porsches.
What if
their Porsches would go faster.
What if they had nitrous oxide and bumpin' NOS?
That'd be good.
Ah, there you go.
Okay. All right. Last question last question is from Lena. And Lena wants to know, why did Ferrari of Seattle move their location to Redmond yet again? I'm going to say the rich people don't live in Seattle anymore. They live more in Redmond now, Microsoft. And so Ferrari of Seattle is going where their customer market is. That's what I think.
Let's be honest. Let's absolutely be honest. Seattle is a beautiful, lovely city, but there are some ruffians in there. And if you park your Ferrari on a street in Seattle, some hooligan might come up and steal your cap off your tire stem.
That's true.
They don't do that shit in Redmond. They got police out there that'll whack you one. And they'll tell your mommy and daddy, and you get in big trouble, and then you can't go out to whatever kids do in Redmond, play soccer.
Yeah, they play soccer a lot.
Or they go to Woodinville to do the Black Mass thing or whatever.
We had so many questions this morning. Thanks for all those questions from all the important people who watch our show. Let's go ahead and ship it over to Sideline Scott.
Hey everybody, Sideline Scott here for TGYS, coming to you from Savannah, Georgia. Alright, what'd y'all think of that Game 1 World Series game? Toronto destroyed the Dodgers. It was so bad, one of the Dodgers pitchers, he's complaining to the MLB. He wants the game to be played over. He said the umpires were bad and the Toronto crowd was just insane. So anyway, hey, there's no crying in baseball. I don't want to hear it. So 11-4. Let's see if the Blue Jays can keep up the good work. All right, Dana had a two-part question. What are the chances of the Raiders going to the Super Bowl this year. My best-selling book that I've written is a psychological thriller called Stephanie. In the last 3 years, it has sold 6 copies. That's my most runaway successful book. The chances of Stephanie being on the New York Times bestseller list and being made into a Hollywood movie, that's about the chance the Raiders have of going to the Super Bowl or the playoffs or winning 5 games. So, yeah. I saw that game last weekend. I was watching it. I was embarrassed. The Raiders had the ball for 17 minutes, and they had 3 first downs. And one of those first downs was because Kansas City had a penalty. The Raiders actually had like 6 first downs, but 3 of them were called back for offensive penalties. I don't know what the Raiders are doing. Pete Carroll, no. The offensive line, no. Quarterback, no. You know what? I can't do it, folks. I can't do it. All right. Speaking of the NFL, let's see what we got. Actually, let's do some college first. All right. Michigan versus Michigan State. That's going to be an in-state rivalry. That's always a good one. Go Wolverines. Wake Forest, they pulled off a 14-12 victory over SMU. Southern Methodist University is what they call them. Whoop, that was me. Okay, Missouri, they're playing Vanderbilt. They're tied at 10 last time I checked. Arkansas Razorbacks, my hogs. Sweet piggy. They lost a heartbreaker to Auburn. They lost like 30-something to 20-something. Later on tonight, Boston College is playing Louisville. Eagles versus Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. So, go Boston College. All right, as far as Dana's other questions she had, Bad Bunny playing the halftime show. Look, the NFL has no business picking entertainment. They suck. The last Super Bowl halftime show I actually watched was The Who, and that was like 15 years ago. The halftime show now for me is going to the refrigerator, going to the bathroom, putting the TV on mute, and going through my Facebook and my TikTok and all that stuff. I could give 2 F's about the Super Bowl halftime show. Bad Bunny is this Puerto Rican rapper who's going to do the entire show in Spanish. Wonderful. Whatever. You know what? The Super Bowl is in San Francisco, the birthplace of thrash metal. Now, I don't expect Exodus or Testament or Slayer to play the halftime show, but, you know, Metallica, I don't like anything they've done since Cliff Burton died. But listening to that stupid Enter Sandman song would still be better than what they got. So, halftime show, I don't care about. You know what they need to do? They need to bring back marching bands. When you go to a college game, the halftime show, the marching bands, spectacular. All right. NFL real quick. Bears versus the Ravens. Bears, 4-2. They are improving leaps and bounds. Ravens, they're playing the practice squad. Everybody's hurt, so the Bears are probably going to win that one. Mom, your Bengals are hosting the Jets. The Jets are 0-7. Jets want that first win. Is it going to be against the Bengals? I can see the Jets beating the Raiders, but not the Bengals. I think the Bengals will pull this one out. So, Bucks versus Saints. Ever since the Tampa Bay Buccaneers left the NFC Central, which is a division that I loved growing up, but we got the NFC South now. The Bucks and Saints, they don't like each other at all. They are not. No. But, you know, this Mayfield guy on Tampa Bay, I am really liking him. Tampa Bay is starting to win me back. I haven't followed them in years. My heart just wasn't in it anymore. Too many changes with that team that I wasn't happy about, including the uniforms, which I still miss the originals. But Tampa Bay, I see them taking care of the Saints, the Commanders, and the Chiefs. Commanders, win one, please. Come on. I know. Technical difficulty. Sorry about that. All right. Chiefs versus Commanders. Commanders, win one. Beat them. Beat the Chiefs at home. Greg, Christy, back to you.
Thank you for that riveting report, Sideline Scott. As always, you're the best. What do we got behind us here?
Christy, what's this thing?
This is our big board. We only have 2 important games this week. The Packers versus the Steelers and the Saints versus the Bucs. The Seahawks and the Raiders are both on a bye.
Can I erase these ones?
So now, no, we're going to do some old school. No, we're going to do some old school animal versus animal this week.
I got to get on page here.
Yeah. So, first we're going to go with the Packers Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is coming. I don't know if they're going there or they're coming here. But Aaron Rodgers is playing his old team, the Packers, this week. And I think the Packers are going to win.
Aaron's not going to get revenge?
No, he's not.
Aaron's revenge, not today. The Packers win anyways.
What do you think?
I think the Steelers are going to steal your heart, Christy. And Aaron Rodgers is going to say, Christy, why did you leave me? Christy, put on my Aaron Rodgers Steelers jersey.
No, thanks.
Don't worry, Aaron, I will. G money.
No.
Bam.
And next we got the Saints versus the Bucs. The Bucs are doing really well this year.
Oh my goodness, my 2 favorite teams in the South.
The Saints, yeah, not so good this year. I think I'm going with the Bucs.
Not so good. Oh,
I got the
is this like
Bucs.
Buc-ee's? Like you get a free burger too if they
That'd
win?
be nice.
That would be kind of cool. Well, Christy.
Maybe people would like the Buccaneers more if they did that.
Sure, the Saints are not rolling. They're not marching. I don't know what they're doing. But did you know they got a guy with his last name's Rattler? He's their quarterback. They got to win.
Rattler, yeah, I actually like that guy a lot.
Sorry, Baker. Christy, here's one thing you totally missed on the board. Raiders versus nobody. They can't lose. They don't even need to score points. I'm taking the Raiders. Bam.
Okay, perfect. So since our normal teams that we go with are on a bye, we decided to do a little animal versus animal this week. We're going to bring it back. First we got the Bills, the Buffaloes, versus the Panthers. Let me think about this. I like the Buffaloes because they have big horns on their head and they can push the Panthers back potentially with the horns. But I like the Panthers because they're super fast. And I was trying to see. Oh, I forgot. I spelled Panthers wrong.
It's Panthers.
Panthers. Oh, I was looking at that and I was like, what is wrong with that word? But I forgot the H. Okay.
It looks good.
And I think I'm going with the Panthers on this one. I think a Panther could beat a Buffalo for sure.
Well,
They'll run up and hide and jump on them, and then
Buffaloes are
beat
pretty
'em.
big.
Buffaloes are big, but
What
Panthers
happens
could-
if that Panther just gives that Buffalo a knee injury and then the Buffalo falls on the Panther? It's win but losing.
Yeah.
What that applies to this game, I don't know. Christy, I'm going to take the Bills.
The Buffaloes, yeah.
No, they're not
The
Buffaloes.
Buffalo Bills.
They are in Buffalo.
Yeah.
They're the Bills, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like telephone bills.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
No, actually, you're right. They actually are named after the Buffaloes. So, okay, I'll take the Bills.
Okay. Sorry.
No, that was me. Sorry.
The last one is the Bears and the Ravens.
It is still animal.
Yeah. I'm going to say that the Bears are going to win this one. A bear could definitely beat a raven.
So how's the bear gonna catch a raven? He's gonna be in the park looking for the picnic basket. The raven's just gonna fly around and say nevermore, and then shit on his car. We're taking the ravens.
I think that the raven. I think that the bears are going to sneak up on a raven when he's trying to get a drink of water or trying to get something to eat.
Can't lose.
Okay.
Can't win either.
All right. That's it for now.
Christy, that's all the time we got for now. May all your teams
Lose.
have fun.